Good afternoon, champions. This is your week at a glance for the week of September 11th through September 15th. First of all, I just want to say congratulations. Thank you all so much for an amazing first week. Yes, there were hiccups and there were a few bumps in the road, but overall, I really believe we had a successful first week of the school year. I'm really excited for the work that we are going to continue to do and to things that we're going to make new here at Chillum. So again, thank you so much for supporting in every capacity this week. This will be a lengthy week at a glance, so I definitely apologize in advance. Just wanted to make sure that there's some clarity around some things and then also bring some attention to some others. The first thing that I want to talk about is the student safety videos. Please remember all of the student safety videos have to be completed by Friday, September 15th. I will share the sign-in sheet with you for all of the videos, and then I will also share with you the link to find all of the videos and courses. Again, remember you log in with your EIN number, and you should see your name and the school, and then all of the videos are there. You must watch and complete the assessments for those by next Friday. I'm asking as soon as you complete them to go into the sign-in sheet to sign to indicate that you have completed the video. On Monday, we will have our Students' Rights and Responsibilities Assembly. This will be our Student Code of Conduct, where we really talk about the Student Rights and Responsibility Handbook. We will talk about discipline procedures as well as PBIS. We will have primary and intermediate. There will be two different assemblies. I will send out the email with the time for each of the assemblies. We will have intermediate assembly first. So intermediate assembly will begin at 9, and then the primary assembly will begin at 9:45. Again, intermediate will be at 9 and primary will be at 9:45. If your students are in specials at that time, the specialist will bring the students to the multi-purpose room for the assembly. Specialist, you are required to stay there with the students during the assembly to help with classroom management and to ensure that there's coverage for that class. Again, that is our Student Rights and Responsibilities assembly that will be held on Monday, September 11th at 9 o'clock and then 9:45. Next week, we will begin our special schedule. There may be bumps in the road. Please just be flexible. We will, after next week, the leadership team and I will really look and reflect on the week and how the specials went and the schedule. And if there are things that need to be aced, meaning they need to be adjusted, then we will make those adjustments where necessary. So again, please be patient, have some flexibility with the schedule for next week. I believe we have flushed out all of the bumps, but there may be some that arise next week that we really weren't prepared for. Collaborative planning also begins next week. The collaborative planning days are indicated as Twisted Tuesday and Twisted Thursday because the schedule is really twisted up that day. So on Tuesday, it will be primary collaborative planning, and then on Thursday, it will be intermediate collaborative planning by content grade. So please make sure you take some time this weekend or maybe Monday before Tuesday and Thursday get here to really look at the special schedule for those 2 days because it will be a little bit different. For next week in collaborative planning, there is some pre-work that you will have to do. Mr. Agu has sent out some, and then I will send out the others for the math teachers. So please make sure you check your emails. I will attach the information that Mr. Agu sent out to you all. I will attach that to this email as well. Informal observations will also begin next week. Last week in our opening week, I talked about, what informal observations are, the feedback that you'll get from the informal observations. This month, the focus will be on Domain 2. So I am providing feedback to you on Domain 2. So really the classroom environment, really looking at the how you establish a culture for learning in your classroom, how you build respect and rapport with your students, among your student, looking at your management procedures, classroom management, behavior management, the procedures that are within your classroom. And so all of the feedback for this month of September will really be around domain 2. And each week there will be a specific component that I will provide feedback on. So please see me, get used to seeing me in the classrooms. I'll be in your classrooms for informal observation for about 10 to 15 minutes at the most, and then you'll receive the feedback from there. I just want to remind everyone about the leave procedures. I hate to be a broken record, but I really want to make sure that people understand that I must speak with you if you're calling out. Yes, it may be I may not answer the phone. Please, that does not mean that I have to speak with you. Many of you have texted me and did not speak with me or didn't even attempt to call. You just went straight to a text message. Please, I'm asking you to call me if you're not going to be at work. Please also make sure you are putting your absence in Oracle. And if you need a substitute, please request a substitute in ASOP as well. We are finding out that Oracle is not speaking to ASOP. So please, again, like I stated in our opening week together, make sure you are putting it in Oracle and then putting it in ASOP as well. For lunch duty and breaks, thank you for those that assisted this week in the cafeteria. There were many of you who stayed the entire lunch shift from 10:45 to the last lunch at, I believe, 12:15, 12:30. And so thank you so much for supporting that and kind of helping us work out the kinks in the cafeteria. The way that the lunch duty or cafeteria will work, the procedures, teachers, when you bring your students down to the cafeteria for lunch, they will immediately sit down at their table, their designated table, and the teachers that are on lunch duty at that time will call the tables to go through the lunch line. That allows you, classroom teachers, to begin your lunch break and not have to worry about if your students are sitting down, when they're going to get up. So please just sit them down at their table and make sure, and then the specialists or the staff members that are on lunch duty will call the students to through the lunch line. Those that are on lunch duty, please make sure that you are creating rules together with the students. We will talk about those expectations in our student rights and responsibilities assembly on Monday, but please make sure you're enforcing that rule, making sure students are not constantly getting up during the cafeteria, making sure there is a smooth process for the transition when one grade level leaves and another grade level comes in, because there is no break in the lunch schedule. It's really a rolling lunch. So we really want to make sure that students are leaving out appropriately and like a champion, and that those that are working in the cafeteria on lunch duty, that you're really enforcing those expectations for the students. Sign-in sheet, again, as you know, the sign-in sheet is in the main office. It has been in 2 locations. We apologize for the inconsistency. It has been in the front desk near Ms. Brito's room, and then it has been in the back where there is a now computer and a printer back there. We really want to make sure that you are signing in. Miss Hernandez uses the sign-in sheet to do payroll. So it is really imperative that you are signing in when you arrive to the building, and also make sure that you're you're here on time to be able to greet the students when they come in the building at 7:45. We will be enforcing the Raptor system starting Monday, so parents should not be in the building if they do not have a visitor's pass from the Raptor system. So please make sure you are looking for that politely with the best champion customer service. If you see someone that does not have a visitor's pass on, please direct them to the main office. We really want to make sure that every parent that walks in and out of our building are feeling a champion way of customer service. Remember, this is still a service that we're providing. And so we really want to make sure that, we're greeting parents, we're having great conversations with parents, and really building those relationships, not just with the students, but attempting to build a relationship with their parents as well, because we all said that we really wanted to increase our parental involvement. So the best way to do it is to catch them as soon as they come in the door and really give them a pleasant experience when they come here in the morning and the afternoon. I think we have finally smoothing out our dismissal process. Today was great. On Friday. Today was great. That the dismissal process went really well. And so again, just a reminder, we will start with pre-K and kindergarten students will get on the bus first. The announcements will come on now at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, that is a time that specialists should be on duty posts and safety patrols should be released from the classroom. That is also the time that pre-K and kindergarten students will be walked out to the bus. At 2:05, bus riders will be dismissed. Bus riders are no longer meeting in the cafeteria and then being walked out. Bus riders will immediately go out to the bus. Van riders, so that's YMCA and Shining Star, will be called after the bus riders, so there is no confusion. The first few days of school, we had some students that were supposed to be on the YMCA bus or the Shining Star van that got on the real school bus. So you want to make sure that we don't have that confusion. Then at 2:10, we will begin the walkers and the pickup students. Remember, 3rd and 4th grade is at the back stairwell, and then 2nd and 5th grade on the front hallway. It really helped with the flow of traffic. We're going to keep encouraging the parents to back up, to move so that the students can come out the building. It will probably be a work in progress to get the parents to abide with that. Primary students will be dismissed after the intermediate students. Pre-K teachers, please make sure you walk your students down after 3rd grade and 4th grade are dismissed from over there. And then I made a mistake today, did not say pre-K, kindergarten, and 1st grade. I do apologize for that. I only mentioned kindergarten and 1st grade, but pre-K, kindergarten, and 1st grade will be dismissed after intermediate. I believe that is all. I will attach any important documents as well as the Champion resource site, our staff site, for you all. You all also should have received an email from me if you are on cycle. That is your first means of communication, letting you know your status for the school year observations. Formal observations will not begin until maybe the beginning of October. September is really focused on goal setting, and so you will be receiving communications about individual goal setting conferences. I hope you all have a great weekend and that we are getting ready for our first full week of the new school year. Thank you all so much. Thank you for being the most amazing staff that I have ever worked with.